signature games of the weekend. Uh, this is a doubleheader on ESPN. Baylor at Texas Tech, followed by Virginia at Clemson. It's a ESPN doubleheader, two really good games. The first one, Baylor at Texas Tech. Baylor is favored by 6.5 points according to Haslametrics. It should certainly be a good game. Texas Tech coming off a huge win on the road at Texas, but now they have to play the number 2 team in the country, number 1 team according to Haslametrics.com. Should be a really fun game. Who do you like in this game, and who do you like with the Haslametrics 6.5 point spread?
Yeah, I think Baylor will be able to win and cover. They just have too much for Texas Tech to handle. Jared Butler should be able to handle Mac McClung. I don't think Mac McClung will be able to handle Jared Butler. And then you look at the scoring overall for Baylor. Besides Butler, you have Maceo Teague who's shooting 40% from deep. Davion Mitchell shooting 40% from deep. Adam Flagler shooting 40% from deep. Then inside you have Jonathan Chamwa Chachua. He's a really good player. Mark Vidal's a good glue guy. Matthew Meyer can come off the bench and hit some threes. Flo Thamba's a good defender. There's just a lot of depth, and there's a lot of great players with this Baylor team. They can defend. They can play offense. They can shoot really well. That's been the biggest thing for them this season. They become one of the better shooting teams in college basketball. Give me Baylor to win this game and
Yeah,
cover.
give me Baylor to win and cover as well. I do think it's kind of a letdown spot for Texas Tech, come off that big, thrilling win against Texas, uh, where they had to exuberate a lot of energy. Baylor's should be relatively fresh. You haven't really seen all their players. The leading player in minutes played per game is Maceo Teague, and he's playing 30.1 minutes per game. Most of the Baylor players are able to, at a lot of times, just get rest at the end of the games and see what the bench can provide. So this might be the rare game where you're going to see Jared Butler, Maceo Teague, Davion Mitchell play more than those 30 minutes altogether. But certainly I like Baylor as well. I think you have a combination. Davion Mitchell, I think, is going to take Mac McClung out of his game. He's, I would say, the best on-ball defender in college basketball. He's just an elite on-ball defender. He's a good passer. He can score as well. He's certainly going to be big. Jared Butler, I think, just is really good on a consistent basis. You got to trust that he's going to have a good game. Maceo Teague's going to have a good game as well. And this is Baylor team. They have a lot of versatility, optionality. They can really just do it all. And I think they'll walk away with a somewhat comfortable win here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
All right, moving on. It's game 2 of the doubleheader. It is Virginia at Clemson. According to Haslametrics, it is a 1-point spread in favor of Clemson, but should be a really fun, tight, low-scoring game. Who do you like in this one?
I'm going with Virginia. We've seen in the past, I believe, 8 years, Clemson's not been able to beat Virginia. They've had 3 or 4 of those games in the 40-point range, 40 to 50-point range. They struggle scoring on the pack line defense of Virginia. This Virginia team's shown inconsistency scoring, but they have scorers. Trey Murphy can score. Sam Hauser can score. Jay Huff can score, and Kihei Clark's gotten it going lately. They look great against Notre Dame. I think they'll be able to carry that over into this game against a questionable Clemson offense. I think Virginia's going to be able to win by 5 or 6 in this one.
Yeah, give me the under in this one. The point spread is 57 to 56 in favor of Clemson, which, doing the quick math off my head, is 113-point total. I think it's going to be even lower scoring. I think first to 50 ends up with the win in this one. I will go with Clemson. I think they're a little bit more experienced, especially late in stretches. We've kind of seen this Clemson team, even this season, they've had close games against NC State, against Miami, uh, and they've come away with those type of wins. Uh, I will trust Clemson to get another one. I think it's going to be a low scoring, tightly contested game, but give me the Tigers to pull off a really close game, and spread within 3. I like the team I think is going to win. Although I could definitely see a scenario if the spread ends up being like 2.5 in favor of Clemson, where I would maybe even take Virginia because I think it's going to be within a possession this game.
Yeah, I just think Virginia's a better team. I think they're more talented. I'm still very skeptical on this Clemson team. They just have too many issues on offense for me to really buy in. They need Nick Honor and Amir Sims to really turn it on. Because Alamir Dawes, Jonathan Bayer, guys like that who play a lot just don't always play consistently on offense, which is an issue. Then you have guys like PJ Hall and Lynn Kidd who can come in at times. It's just overall just too much question marks for me. They need to feed Nick Honor. They need to feed Amir Sims if they're going to win this game. But if those two don't have it going, Clemson's going to lose handily.
Yeah, it certainly. I don't think any team really rolls away with this one, but I can see really either team winning this. I think it's just going to be one of those type of back and forth close games.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.